Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome on over to a special segment we got going on for SCTV. On top of the daily segment that I'm doing, I'm actually going to be interviewing some killers, some savages, all right, that I'm meeting as I'm networking, especially over here at the 10X Growth Con event. This is actually Jordan Stupar, Jay Stoops. If you guys don't know him, definitely follow him. And he's going to be sharing his story. We're going to ask him a couple of questions. And then, So,
what's up, man?
What's going on, man? Thank you so much for joining us. First of all, dude, the suit, if you guys haven't checked it out, savage suit, all right? So, Jordan, can you please tell us, how you came about, how you got Grant Cardone's attention, how you got the opportunity, and most of all, because getting opportunity is great, right? I feel like opportunities come across all the time, but how do you take an opportunity and really take advantage of it, really like 10x it and take it to the level that you have with Grant Cardone?
The number one way to win after you show up, because that's rule number one. You got to show up to get attention. From there, it's really just a matter of learning as much as you possibly can and not caring about really the results of learning. Because the results of learning are either going to be really good or they're going to be really bad. Correct. When you know who you're hanging out with, like Grant, the whole crew here, I know I'm getting good information.
Correct.
Yeah. And so I just paid attention. I learned as much as I could, and it's pulled me up in the right direction.
So what did you used to do before Grant Cardone?
I did a lot of things. Some things were illegal.
Okay.
Some things were legal.
There you go.
But primarily I was a door-to-door salesperson for 8 years.
Nice. And what did you sell?
I sold alarm systems.
Wow.
And sometimes I sold a couple vacuum cleaners.
Okay, no way. That's interesting. So, you guys obviously know we run a solar company, and it's a strictly door-to-door sales team. That's how we drive sales. We don't do online advertising. We don't do any paper print advertising, strictly door-to-door sales. So, how was it like going door-to-door sales? That was your first, your first intro to sales?
Yeah. So I mean, your whole life, your parents are telling you don't talk to strangers. And you're 19, you want to get out of your parents' house and find yourself out on somebody's doorstep, and you're like this, and you're about to knock, and you're like, dude,
your butterflies.
Yeah, dude, I don't want to talk to strangers, And so I feel like that's the hardest part is just getting used to doing that.
Yeah. And as we're talking here, guys, the marketing legend Bradley just walked out. So just the vibe of being on a convention like this, really, you're just going to be able to come across people all the time, or just hitters who are more than happy to give you valuable information. So, when you first started sales, right, you didn't know how to sell. Of course, like you said, you had to pick up good information.
Yep.
Grant Cardone always says there's a bunch of false data, a bunch of bad data on top of that. So, really, when you're filtering out this information to, take your income to the next level, how can you tell what's good information, what's bad information, and what's information that, is like,
Well, look, at the end of the day, you got to get your information from the people that are still doing something. You can go get guitar lessons from Jimi Hendrix, but can you really get guitar lessons from him? Is it relevant? Is it going to work? Is it going to fit your style or whatever? So, I know that Grant's still doing it.
Yeah.
I know that he's wearing the shoes I'm going to be walking in. And so from there, you make the commitment to learn as much as you can. And if you're not on Cardone University and you're in sales, I mean, if you're not in sales, all right, I get it. Maybe
still no
excuse, but all right, whatever.
I mean, when you say, just to clarify, by the way, if you guys don't have, like he said, Cardone University, literally, there's no argument, no back and forth. Highly recommend you guys grab it, and you can contact him directly. He'll set you guys up, and he'll hook you up with a great deal. So, we actually have our whole sales team, literally every single one of them.
How
on
many
Cardone.
is it?
It's 30 salespeople. 30 salespeople on Cardone University, and we even got our communicators on.
That's
so,
awesome.
I like assistants.
That's important.
Yeah.
It's important to have your whole team drinking the same Kool-Aid.
Especially if they're making contact with customers. They're the ones sending emails.
Yeah, if you guys are operating at 10x and the rest of your organization is operating at 2x, the discrepancy is going to be absolutely terrible. So it's important that everybody gets the same message.
There you go. So, I don't want to hold you up for too long, man. Last question. Biggest paycheck from sales?
Biggest paycheck was $189,000.
And is that a quarterly bonus, monthly, weekly?
That was a bonus over a year.
A year?
Yeah.
What'd you do with it?
Put it in the bank,
You put it in the
and
bank?
I'm sitting on it.
Jay Stoops, Jordan Stupar, live with you guys here. Just gave us some info. Thank you so much for joining.
You got it. Appreciate you.
Take care. We'll see you guys later.